So in the latest update, they added these new random commander selection chests, which you can get through the Weirwood Shop. When I first made my update overview video, these were bugged. That has since been fixed though, and now everyone should be able to access them in the Weirwood Shop down here in the bottom left-hand corner. You will have to reach a certain level of progress in the Weirwood tree for these to unlock. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but if you didn't know already, you can see the exact contents of a chest if you click on it. So bought one there, go to my chest, and then left click it, and you can see everything that is in it here. So the simple question I'm going to look at in this video is, what are the drop rates of these commanders? And I have them all mapped out here. So there is a data sample in this of almost 11,000 of these chests. There's amassed pretty quickly just from alts and whatnot in that first day. And that should be more than enough to be able to draw conclusions from. I mean, you can see the drop rates are very consistent. It seems like the recruitment class commanders and the normal commanders have the exact same drop rate, hovering in those mid 4%. And then the drop rates for the paid commanders from those outstanding commander selection chests drop quite heavily, all hovering about 1%, except Melisandre is a little bit below that. I don't know if that's just bad luck there or intentional, but as a general rule, something like 4.5% for all of these commanders, and then 1% for all of these commanders seems to be about accurate. So that means that for every 100 chests you open, you would expect to get about one of each of these in every bulk opening. So knowing this, we can then map out more stuff up here. All of this data here is assuming you're full buying all 500 chests every single month, which is not as easy as it sounds. It's quite expensive. You'll need 2 million of those Weirwood tokens spent every single month to buy out those chests. So you may need to use some Weirwood hearts to actually get to that point if you're really trying to hard grind these commanders. And there's some rough breakpoints to go over here. About 1.2 years to fully gold all of these commanders here. So that's about 14, 15 months. And then to fully gold all of these, you would need many, many years. So 5, 6, 7 years-ish, which means that's quite unrealistic. The more likely stuff you're going to be getting out of this, if you're pure free-to-play, is over the tavern stats. So about 2 months of full buying to unlock all of these to grey, and then another 4 months on top of that to get them to green. Considering these were just entirely unobtainable before, even if you're not going to be able to easily grind them all the way up to gold, that is still a very nice change and a nice boost for pure free-to-play accounts. There are also other benefits like being able to farm up score easier on apprentice accounts by having these unlocked, being able to boost the return to Westeros points on alts as well. None of these are really relevant for pre-hitters if you're using alts for that. The recruitment class commanders though can be quite good for rebels. Lario and Barrett be decent against spear rebels, and Egbert is a staple of those, especially green Enzo rebel formations where you typically run green Enzo as your tank and then the gold Egbert as the main support for him, and just run that into infantry and cavalry rebels. So through that, that'll be nice for grinding up pre-hitters as well. For every 500 chests, you'll be expected to get about 20 to 25 Egbert medals. And then past that, the main accounts, so assuming you have everything gold, like I do myself on my account, you'll obviously not be getting any use out of these medals other than being able to convert them. And in that case, it will be about 60 elite tokens, which will obviously be significantly worse than just buying up the 2K Weirwood token options in the store here, because they are half the price, about 4K. But you'll also be able to get some epic tokens. 6 may seem like quite a trivial number, but if you're buying that at the VIP store, that's what, about 35K diamonds, which is not awful. And then about 1.5 hector tokens, which is pretty miserable because his conversion rate is awful and he is such a nightmare to get up to 4 star, to be honest. So none of this honestly is that great. if you're hard chasing epic token awakenings, there's probably value here. If you do have all your commandos gold already, I really wouldn't go out of your way chasing full rewards every month from this, because spending tens of thousands of diamonds on Weirwood hearts, for example, is just not really that worth these rewards here. Just take what you get for free and be happy enough with that. So yeah, if you or anyone you know have been wondering exactly what to expect from these chests, here you have it. This should be all the data you need to know to be able to draw your own conclusions from.